Hello guys, welcome back to my craft room. This is Whitney Lucas with Crafty Thoughts and Whatnots, and today I'm going to be making some little baby pumpkins out of tin cans. So, tin can pumpkins. I've seen a couple people do it, and I wanted to do it myself. Only thing is I'm going to make my own stem like this. Look how cute this is. And this is just out of garbage. Literally, this is the trash I was going to throw away. So I'll show you guys how I did it because I'm going to make another one. So I got a can from the kitchen, 2 cans, 2 different sizes. We're going to do an orange one, we're going to do a green one. They're going to have cream accents, they're going to have some, this is all chalk paint, you guys, and then they're going to have some antique wax accent on it. We've got some greenery. I got some little remnants of orange stuff here. We're going to have pit berries for each one. We're going to do greenery, the stem. We're going to put a little bit of ribbon on them. Obviously Dollar Tree ribbon. We're going to do a little bit of Dollar Tree pine cones on them. And, oh. Ooh. Excuse me, guys. Good thing that we are not here in person, right? Anyways, sorry about that. Allergies. So, the best part about this is this little bag here. These are going to be accents on the top. This was my little exciting news that I was provided these by burlapfabric.com. And they have some very cute things and very cool things. So we're going to use these little 2-inch burlap flowers, and we're going to put them on the top of our pumpkins here. They are like the perfect accent. It has a 2-inch diameter, but if you see here, there's like the perfect little accent for pretty much anything. And they come in all kinds of colors. So I've got like a little fall assortment here. And right now they're on sale for $14.99. So there will be a link in my description box below to this exact item on burlapfabric.com's website. So go ahead over there and check them out. I've purchased some other things from them in the past, but they've sent me some cute things. And I've got another project coming up with some other items that I was sent. And I'm going to love every second of that because I am burlap obsessed. But these right here, $14.99 for 12 of them on sale. Not a bad price at all. And they're also super cute, super cute. So that's my exciting news. This is my first time anyone sent me anything to use in a video. So I'm a little excited. I hope this turns out and looks okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to clear all this off, you guys. It's literally a jumble of goodies. I'm going to clear all this off, and we'll start getting painted on our 2 cans. And I hope today will go a little bit smoother. Also, guys, my last video on the Dollar Tree candy cane wreath form swags. Remember that paper mesh that I said you guys saved me from myself? I keep pulling it because it shed so bad. Obviously not using all of this, but I may have not thrown it away because I have crafting issues. Anyways, so I'm going to use this in a bow. We're going to tie a little mini baby bow out of this, and we're going to put that on top of our orange one. So I just wanted to show you guys, there will become a use for everything. So as much as this stuff frustrated me and was, you know, literally just pulling that last nerve out, just like a piece of this mesh that came out of the thing, I just kept pulling it out like that. That's exactly what it was doing to my nerves. I'm now going to use this to my advantage. So I will win. I don't want you guys to think I'm obsessed with winning, because, yeah, I'm okay with losing, too. That's what makes the world go round. Anyways, let me clear this off, and we'll get painting, guys. 1 second. Okay, so we have our 2 cans. We've got our paint. So what I'm going to do is one of them will be green. This is the color celery. Waverly chalk paint in celery. And then the other one will be Waverly chalk paint in pumpkin. How appropriate, because it's going to be painting a pumpkin. And then I'm going to accent it with Waverly chalk paint in cashew, which is the cream color. And then I'm going to put some brown antiquing on it with the wax, because I have joined a chalk paint cult, and I'm loving every second of it. Anyway, so the cans themselves, I just clean them off. I soaked them in the sink. I got the labels off of them. And if you see here, this looks like there's still glue on them, but there's not. I've taken it all off and kind of chiseled it off with some other apparatuses if it didn't soak off in the water, in the warm water in the sink. And then worst case scenario, and then I just took a sanding block and rubbed on all of it. So you basically have a very smooth can. That way, if anything should be seen, you're not going to see much. So this one got a lot more attention here on this rubbed part, but basically the cans are clean, free of labels and stickers and such. So I'm going to do our green girl first. And I'm just going to put this on here. This is a small brush. Oh geez, this might be a couple coats, guys. All right, so what I'll do is I'm just going to put the main coat of both of these on first. Put my hand inside because it's going to be a lot easier to hold it and turn it around. So I'm being generous with this too, you guys. I'm just lobbing it on. And you know, this is going to just look like a can. You know, it's not going to be any kind of special, but the pumpkin won't come out until later, guys. It's going to be a minute before you see the pumpkin, which means we got to add all the extras, all the cute little doodads and hoo-has. And seeing the brush strokes in it, which makes me happy. But yeah, this is, got to take a couple coats. No harm, no foul. This is the relaxing part of it. And also these are such a small surface area to have to deal with that I don't think it's going to be horrible. See that I've already got the can covered in that one spot. I'm pretty sure brush strokes are going to be unavoidable. So the neat side of me needs to say, Whitney, let it be. Let it be. Okay, so there's the first coat of that girl. And what I need to do is get my hand out of it and then just put it down like that. And then I'm going to paint the top of it here. Now, the top isn't so important, guys, because what's going to happen is we're going to put a stem, we're going to put flowers, we're going to put the burlap flowers, we're going to put all kinds of goodies up top here. So I honestly don't know how much of the top you're actually going to see, so I don't really know that it's that important. So we'll scoot that off to the side there, let that dry, and I don't want to clean my brush. I'm going to grab another brush over here and just start on the orange girl. Actually, I don't even know if I've ever opened this. No, this one's brand new. How exciting. I'm going to pull the piece off with gloves on. 1 second. Okay. And I'm gonna wipe this over here because we're gonna need to mix some of the orange paint with the cashew when we're ready to do our cute little, I don't know, sloppy mess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It'll be fun. So same thing here. I'm going to put my hands in it. And I'm just going to start painting it. I mean, if you guys think it covers really well, if I was to really glob it on, I just don't want to wait 24 hours or whatever the suggested time is for it to dry. I'm really habitual with that. I don't know about you guys. If it's like, you must wait 72 hours for this to cure, I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that. So stuff like, you know, E6000 expandable foam, I use that a lot. The stuff that you put in cracks and seals cracks and stuff, I use that in a lot of arrangements as the foam. That's supposed to literally take a day. Now, some of it, it's kind of dangerous because you're not supposed to get it on your skin. So I kind of will pay attention. I mean, I won't like it, and I'll be like all huffy and puffy about it, but I mean, I'll listen to it. It's a safety thing, but waiting for paint dry is not for safety. It's about patience, and I'm just too excited to make stuff. I got a little bit of a chalk paint-a-thon I got to do pretty soon because I got a few things that are going to take white chalk painted items. And I'm just going to paint them all ahead of time, and then they will be part of videos eventually that I'm not going to have you guys sit through and watch me chalk paint stuff. Oh my gosh. You'd probably lose your mind. I know I would. I don't mind watching people paint a little bit here and there, but I'm not painting like fancy stuff, guys. I don't have that kind of talent. I'm painting solid colors. And sometimes you might see the occasional, you know, stripe, or, you know, what I would like to believe is shading. Again, top's not so important because we are going to cover most of it. So here's the challenge. Don't get orange paint on your green can, Whitney. We'll see how this works out. It might, it might not. So let's dip in here and let's just do our second coat. I know the sides are dry, but I'm pretty sure the top's not. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a lot of good. See, that second coat makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. I like it. I'm glad I'm doing it. I mean, yeah, there's times I'm like, no, I don't want to do second coat. And remember, we're going to be putting a coat of that brown, the antique chalk stain over this. So some of these brush strokes that you're seeing, not the end of the world. Yes, basically, I'm coaching myself through this, even though you guys, I'm technically making you a tutorial. I mean, do you really call it a tutorial if the person making it has never done it before and is kind of just doing it in front of you? I don't know if it's a tutorial. This is what I'm going to do. We'll see if it works. We will crash and burn, or we won't, but regardless of what happens, there will be drinks and hors d'oeuvres served. And we'll have a little party at the end. So, whether you want to call it a tutorial or not, tutorial or not, is completely up to you. I'm just here for the craft party. What about you? So I got good coverage on that whole piece that there. She's very well covered. So let's get her off of my hand and do another coat on top here and try to not touch as much as possible. Because even though I told you it doesn't matter, I'm still going to paint this as though it does. What's wrong with me? Huh? Huh? Come on, Whitney. Alright. So moving back to our orange girl here. Don't get green paint on your orange pumpkin. And don't stick your paintbrush. Took a little piece off the corner there. Might have to wait a little bit anyways for this to dry, so before I put the antique on, because I'm going to be rubbing on it. But at that point, I'll have mostly all I want done on here, because as I'm painting one, the other one is drying, and then I don't want it too dry anyways, because we're going to add the cream next, the cashew color next. And it's really just about putting streaks in it. All I'm going to do is just kind of rub some streaks on it in cream and then wait for all that to dry. And then we will apply a very large, spastic, crazy, no holds, no rhyme or reason technique to applying some antique wax. Because that's what sounds right. Yeah. This second coat was definitely a good thing. Must have got some, yeah, I got some paint on the bottom of that. Alright. Scoot over there, girl. Okay, and wipe my hands again. As much as possible. Okay. So, I gotta remember, I'll put the orange off to the side here. That's my green. I'm putting it here because I'm going to mix it on here with the cashew. That way it's not 100% just solid cream. Just mix it a little bit, make it a little muddy. We'll put a dot, bloop, right in the middle. And that's all she wrote. Get my fingers in there real quick. Get my hands in there. This is definitely not dry at all, but it's a-okay, guys. So mix with the green. And I'm not going to put like a ton of, you know, purpose to any of it. And I'm pretty sure there's probably a better way to make it look like pumpkin veins, but I'm going for the sloppy effect because it's easy. And a lot of times it's when you come out with like some of the craziest good looking projects. So I'm going to take my brush and kind of go sideways now, make it a little bit thinner. Take a little bit more green from my lid over here. And kind of add it back into some of the places I think I put a little bit too much of the cashew. I don't know, I think it looks good. And like, the top doesn't matter. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. That's my mother voice, by the way, when my mom talks to me. It's like, Whitney, do as I say, not as I do. She never says that, I just tell her she says that all the time. Kind of sloppy, but still kind of green. I definitely want more green than the cashew. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? I have no clue what I'm doing, guys. I just like that. You tell me. You tell me. I'm going to leave it like that because all the extra cute little goodies we're going to do to the top of it, it's all going to make a difference. So, from my experience, I don't need more than that, I'm pretty sure. And so, let's twirl that this way so we make sure that we don't accidentally again, guys, I have no idea. I'm just making like some sort of abstract type thing. I mean, it was the idea of this cream was supposed to be like veins in the pumpkin, but again, it's a tin can, so I probably took something and just like, I don't know, whatever. Also, this is fun. So if you don't enjoy painting, don't do this, but I enjoy this. This is actually fun. I haven't really been a big, strong painter in my crafting ever, so buying these types of supplies and painting and doing all this stuff is really kind of, I guess, calmed me. I've found a lot of fun and peace in it, so I guess if that's what it does, that's what it does, right? Everybody has something different that makes them happy, right? Some people are really good with needlepoint. I mean, I've cross-stitched a lot, but I can't embroider for anything. Some people, I mean, I crochet. Is that considered a needle type thing? I mean, I use a hook on that one. That's not a needle. Any event, some people are really good at hand painting things. My sister, being one of them, is like, just like the best artist, I think. She just doesn't give herself much credit for it, but she does some amazing stuff. And if I can get her to do what I want, my will, if I get her to do my will, you guys might be seeing some stuff in my projects from her if I can get her to do something for me. So, we'll see how it goes. But I've been enjoying this, and I thought that these little tin cans might be something super cute. So, with that said, that's it for painting. We got some really good coverage, good colors. I have to wait for this to dry, seriously guys, because I'm going to be rubbing this antique wax all over it, and I don't want the paint smearing and everything else like that. So I'm going to cut off real quick. We'll wait for these to dry. I'm going to obviously hurry along, but you won't see anything. So give me 1 second, guys. We're going to be back with some dry cans, and then we'll get our antique wax on there. All right, guys, still waiting for our goodies to dry. There's some pieces on the tops in these areas that I don't want to end up messing up or whatever. So I'm going to leave my gloves on for this because we still have to put our antique on. But I want to show you guys how I made the stem. So here's one stem that I made. And what I did was, this is the top of a ribbon. I used an entire roll of 75 feet of buffalo check so far in my home and in projects. And that makes me happy. So I kept off the top of this because it's a nicer, thicker cardboard. And I kind of rolled it up. And this is a remnant piece of what's left over at the end of a burlap roll that I used for one of those swags that I made just this last video. I was taking the 30-inch pieces and cutting them diagonally. So this was like the end piece. And this is what this is made out of. This one's a little bit longer from what I did. But it's, in any event, it's exactly what I need. And this one's just too short. But we will use this one here. So this stem might be a little bit smaller, it might be a little not. But what I needed to do is, I like the weird twisted stuff that kind of comes off and looks like they're all odd and stuff. Hence is why my little punky here, it's got a twisted stem. I love the way they just kind of branch off and do crazy things. And I always look for those in the grocery stores when I buy my pumpkins and my gourds and stuff. I always look for the crazy long stems. And then I go to the register like, do not put these in a bag. I will hold them right here at the top of the cart with my life and my love. And then the cashiers are like, yeah, I understand it too. And then, or you get a man, because, men. And they're like, oh, here. And I'm like, oh, did you just throw my pumpkin? Did you just throw my punky? So, I'm weird like that. But I wanted to make something kind of crazy and going weird and twisted and off. And I know burlap unravels kind of cool. So, let's use it, unravel it, and just add a bunch of glue to it and make it just look all crazy. So, what I'm going to do is, to make the smallest piece here, was I kind of just cut right past the hole on this piece of the cardboard here, right? And we got a curved edge. That's never mind, right? So I just made it like, I think like about that big. That's what I did before. Again, I'm not making this perfect. This is just one of those treasure happiness things. So again, save that because that's a good thicker type of cardboard material. So what I did then was I started to twist it and bend it and roll it on itself. And the cardboard started to separate, which is kind of normal. But then also you can use a pencil and kind of just start to roll it so it kind of gets a little bit more of a roll to it instead of just breaking. So it started to roll a little bit. And all I did here was put just a bunch of glue on stuff. That's really all I did, was glue it over. and then glue some more on it. Now, if I get glue on these gloves, I'm gonna burn myself like really bad because I'm gonna get melted rubber on my fingers, not just. There we go. So twist it, twist it, twist it, and then I'm gonna roll the whole thing up so that I have the end result rolled. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna unroll it and put glue in it. So just start twirling it. And as you can see here, the cardboard is starting to separate, but that's fine. We'll put more glue in that part too. And I'm going to try to hold it like this so I can keep the bottom flat. The bottom on this one is technically a little flat because that's what we're going to use to glue it down to the top of our cans. So just keep rolling. And this one's going to be a little bit thicker, I think, but I don't care. I like those. Pumpkin stems are never, like, perfect. They don't ever match anything. And because it's so random and, you know, definitely Mother Nature had no... She did not give an explanation, and she won't do it either. She was like, I do not need to explain to you why pumpkin stems look the way they do. So just kind of put a decent amount of glue on there and roll her back up. And I'm not really looking for a tight roll because I'm not going to burn myself. And number two, I want it to be just cute because I myself am strange and unusual. Beetlejuice quote. And keep rolling. So this one, oh geez, no, I didn't notice how bad that one was. This one's like super not tight at all. Hold on. Okay, so we may have to get another pair of gloves out because my gloves are sticking to this really bad. There we go. So I rolled that one a little bit tighter. I didn't want that to be that crazy wide open. This one's got a much tighter roll to it, but this one doesn't, probably because I have these gloves on. But again, I'm just looking for a flat bottom and a substantial amount of a base in order for me to wrap this around it, because I'm going to wrap enough of it around it that you won't see the red cardboard, because that's still something that could happen. But in this instance, when we're making this stem, there's going to be a lot of instances where I'm going to have to just sit there and hold it. And then if you have any kind of silicone instruments, spatulas, some people are using these cute makeup things I haven't been able to find. I'm going to take these gloves off, guys, because they're basically melting. Anything you have that's silicone, you're probably going to need it to help hold things and smooth things together with this hot glue. And so, my idea here is, the way this one worked out was because it was already coming to a point. I cut it that way, and then I made my swag after that. But this piece is literally the perfect leftover little remnant. I just want to take a hot glue here and see if this is too much. Let's see. And this is all I did was glue it down here and just roll, 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 roll. And then just keep rolling. And I kept putting hot glue in every single one of these little pieces that it turns out from. And then I glued it down kind of like that. So yeah, this one's just a little bit too long. So where's my rotary cutter? Or I got my scissors. Let's see if these scissors work. So let's cut this off like right here like this. But I still want this diagonal because I want that long stem to show. So I'm going to start with gluing this here. And remember, you guys, hot glue goes through this mesh. This is mesh, or not mesh. This is burlap I got at Michael's. It's a lot looser of a weave of burlap. So I'm just going to roll it on itself. You can do it. I mean, I've already got paper down for my paint. So this actually works out better. Because remember, as we're rolling it on itself, it's going to come through. It's going to come through all the little holes, and it's just going to adhere itself on. Actually, I just realized I did that backwards, you guys. I wanted that. Whatever. Let's just make it work. I'll cut it if I have to. no biggie. So I'm rolling this here. If you can see that it's sticking, but obviously if you have the silicone, like I was saying earlier, you can get that and it will not stick to your fingers and burn you, and it, you know, at least you're keeping more of it on the project than coming off on the paper or on your thing, on your hands or something like that. So there's that. So I need to let this dry. It'll get more tacky because I need to hold it down here. And I'm going to take the natural, like, if you guys can see here, I'm just going to take, now that this is rolled in here and glued on, I'm going to take the natural, like, folds in this and see where they lie and see how the fabric kind of twists together right here. I'm going to put a nice helping of glue in there and then fold it back on itself and hold it. So I'm holding down this little crease right here. And this is another time where you're going to have a little patience. I know it's hard for me because we have to wait for that glue to dry and adhere. And I'm going to be cutting this up here so that we can have a more... I don't know, we'll see how it goes because I need to do it again. Probably this way. I'm twisting it again. So I twisted it once on itself. I put a dab of glue under here I'm holding. Now I'm going to take it and twist it again. And put a dab of glue right there so it twists on itself. I'm taking the natural folds, just where it's going to fold in on itself. And I'm putting glue in it. And then hold. And everyone thinks that hot glue is an immediate bond. It's more immediate than other things, but it is not immediate by any means, guys. Again, just twist it on itself. Run some glue under there. I'm going to twist this up and hold this way. So there's a big line of glue right under this part. Twist it, hold it. Stick your fingers in it, burn them a little bit. It's not a crafty day unless you burn yourself, right? Or cut yourself, or maim yourself, or yeah. Here's where I'm going to kind of start to cut some of these pieces off. I want it to come more to a point. So, and see here where it's starting to come undone right there? Didn't hold it down long enough. It's a little warm and tacky, but not enough, so. Since I cut it and I have more of a perfect little thing, I'm going to kind of unravel it just a little bit. Put glue and then twist and hold, twist and hold. I'll hold this one upward. See, I'm twisting it up. Hopefully seeing if that makes a difference, if it makes it stick up. It's all just like an experiment, guys. I've never, like, you know. I just want to see if this one will stick upwards because I kind of like this one sticking up. I like how this one's a little bit different. So this one goes more off to the right than I made here. And then this one sticks up, kind of like off to the left, and it sticks up. So we'll put this one on the bigger box, and then we'll put this one on the small one. So that's how I made my stems. So our cans are definitely dry. I'm going to clear off some more goodies, and we will do our antique stain, and then we're able to start gluing onto the things, because the stain doesn't need like drying time. There's going to be such a small, thin layer put on there that we're not going to need a lot of drying time. So one moment, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, so cans are dry, stems are made. We are going to apply our Waverly Wax in Antique. Water-based seals, protects, and is non-toxic. So, we are going to place this on, and it's going to be super, 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 super easy, and it's going to be perfect, and everything will be fine. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I try to be very, very, like, dry brushy with it, you know, because I don't want to put too much on. And if I feel like I put too much on in one spot, then I'm definitely gonna like see about like wiping it. It's supposed to be wipeable. Kind of makes her look a little dirty. I like it. I'm not being very heavy-handed with it because I don't know how much is too much, you know what I mean? Kind of cute. I don't know. I like that the cream pops through, and then the rest of it just makes it kind of look like it's a little weathered, rusty can you found out somewhere in the... Well, I live in the desert, so obviously it's going to be the desert for me. I like it. What do you guys think? Just puts a little bit of interest on it all over. It's not something that's crazy like, oh my god, this looks like real wood. I can't even try to attempt to do that just yet. I'm not saying I won't. He's so cute. I love it. I'm not going to do... Yeah, I'm not doing anything on the top. The top's not going to show. So, let's see how this goes with this one. We got a little bit of a much more brighter, lighter color here. Oh yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm wiping it while it's still super wet. And look at that. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Much more. Maybe it's because I'm like obsessed with green pumpkins now, and green and cream or something. I don't know what it is. You guys, I got married in October because I love the fall and pumpkins and stuff. So like, it's like this time of year when everything's changing, the colors of trees and leaves are like, and I live in the desert where not much stuff changes. That's the hard part. Yes. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm happy. I'm very happy. You know, you guys get to a point in your project where you're just not sure about something, and then like, then all of a sudden, it just turns out. The part of the top's not important, you guys. You don't have to do anything with the top of it. As she goes back in and puts more stuff on the top of her. Don't listen to me. I'm just, you know, I don't even listen to myself. Like, look, I said I wasn't going to do something, and I do it. What does that mean? Does that mean, like, because I rebel against myself? I mean, tell me that that's not a cute little just... I love this. I'm so happy with this. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Since we are done with this, I'm going to clean off this brush. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm happy with these. I don't want to mess with them anymore. But we are going to add some very cute stuff to the top of these. So I will be right back. 1 second. Okie dokie, guys. Here's the fun part. Here's the ending and the happiness. We're going to put this little stem here. We're going to put this big stem on this one. It's got a good enough view here. We are going to put some of the cutest things ever on these girls. So, squish, squish, okay? Squish, squish. Trust me, that's not all the glue we're going to do, but look at that alone. You could stop there, seriously, right? You could stop here, you could put like a little jute here and be done. But you know I won't be doing that because, well, you know me. So, what have we got? I mean, look at that. Look how cute it is. You can see the little red cardboard under there. That won't be a problem in about 5 seconds. So, everything's going to depend on lots and lots of glue. So, you guys, want to do green? Let me do the green one first. So, I'm not going to use all of these. This is just a little piece of a stem I clipped off of a boxwood. This is like a Walmart boxwood. And this was like a piece of something, I think it's thyme or something off of a Hobby Lobby bush. So these are just like extra little pieces I just had lying around. But you can always literally just go into your stash, clip one little tiny piece, because I'm only going to use like maybe 2 leaves off of here. And maybe 1 bundle off of here. I don't want to kind of go overboard, but you know I probably will. And my burlapfabric.com flowers, I'm going to use the purple ones because they're so cute. And I'm going to use, yeah. See, so cute. Let's see, these colors over here are just crazy cute. I'm going to probably use... I'm going to use one on this because it's a smaller one, so I'm going to use this brown or burlap over here on this girl. And again, guys, the link to these exact flowers will be in my description box. If there are colors available. Otherwise, they have all kinds of other colors. But again, you get 12 of them for $14.99 on sale right now. Can't really go wrong on that. Can't pass that up. See, look, I'm already solid. Look at that. The hot glue and the chalk paint and the cardboard and all that. Look how cute those are. By themselves, that's just, what is that? What would you say that is? Primitive? I don't know. I call it cute. I call it love. So, I'm going to open up my little bag here. These are Dollar Tree mini pine cones. See the little Dollar Tree mini pine cones that go on the top of my punky? Because in nature, these things fall naturally right on top of the punkies, right? Because tin can pumpkins just lay on the ground. Yeah, in my world they do. Okay, so there's a little tiny baby pine cone. Do you see? We're literally just going to start layering stuff up on here. And I'm going to kind of squish this guy a little bit. Yes, look how cute that is. Oh, geez. Cuteness, aggression, already happening. All right. So, what I want to do is I'm going to put both of these girls on one side together. Okay, so I kind of have more of a grouping on one side. And then I'm going to put probably a boxwood somewhere in here, like between it. So, and then also this is a farmhouse ribbon from a Dollar Tree. I only found the one and I'm desperately in love with it. So I really don't know what to do because I looked on their website and I couldn't find any. But if I had to, I would buy a what do you call it? A crate or a pallet or a box of it, like I did those other things because I was just over the moon, like wanting them. I did the candle holders because I couldn't find them. I literally only got my paws on one, and I looked so many times at many different stores. This is also Dollar Tree. Green and white pit berries. They're fall pit berry little garlands. This is actually a really great deal for $1. So, snatch that up if you can, guys. Do not hesitate. This is going to be, I'm going to make little ringlets out of it with like, I'm going to grab my stick of glue here. This is perfect, right? Grab a stick of glue. And we're going to make little ringlets on here. So hold it and just wrap it around pretty tight. These are going to be the little tendrils, because the little punkies have cute little things that come off of them. So wrap enough of it on there, it makes you happy. I like a lot of tendrils, so I'm putting it down in the middle and I'm making 2. So I'm going to glue it kind of like off to the side-ish. So there, I just wrapped it around a glue stick, right? You just saw that. So then literally we're just going to slide it right off our glue stick. Oh, look at the perfect little tendril. We're going to bend it in half and kind of pull it right here. So you have a flat piece, okay? And then we're going to glue it right down just like that. See it? We're going to put it right there like that. And then you can kind of pull things out a little bit as we're putting more stuff on it. But push it in this way. Just want to make sure I get it in the glue, and then I'm going to kind of wrap it around this way a little bit. This I found on my table. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I know what it came off of, but for me to try to, this is like a little, this is a Hobby Lobby pick that was for fall. I put it in my first swag I made. I literally just found it on my table, and I'm going to stick it. I'm going to stick it in there. Just wait. This is like all your little tiny itty bitty remnants that you would normally like chuck away, throw away, or whatever. This is where we're going to find them their homes. I almost want to take, okay, I'm going to deconstruct this by one because I want this one to be a little bit smaller. And look how easy that came apart, you guys. Look at that. That's so perfect. And obviously I am definitely keeping this. But now look at, I got a little tinier flower. Oh my gosh, I can't help this. This is so cute. I am so excited that Burlap Fabric gave me these flowers. This is like the cutest stuff ever. And again, I will be ordering. Now I want some gray ones. I think they have a crazy ton amount of colors, but I'm definitely probably going to buy some gray ones because I have a little snowman project coming up that you guys are going to love. And I'm probably going to need to, you know, extend the obsession. Okay, I need to cut the end off of this because it's a little bit too long. I'm in love. I'm in love. Now I'm going to leave this girl her full size, and I'm going to, see, this is what we have so far, okay? I'm going to leave this girl her full size, and I'm just going to place her right over here. Gorgeous. It kind of has its own little natural bend to it, but I'm going to kind of squish it some more. And do not be afraid to glue it up. Looks like right here I got to use a little bit of gravity to help me. And this is where we're going to cut our leaves apart. I'm going to cut one of these leaves off of here, just like that. And I'm just sticking it in that glue that I kind of popped in there. I'm just literally popping it in that glue on the side. I can't stop, you guys. Like, I want to do this flower, but I get so excited that I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to put this over here like this. I have an idea. Oh, no, this is going to be cute right here. Oh, no, hold on. Can you tell you guys I'm like breathing all hard? And I'm like way too excited for this. Oh my gosh. Look how cute. Look how cute. I'm so overjoyed. If everyone liked pumpkins the way I did, y'all would be getting pumpkins 24/7. Every day. Oh, I just broke it. Got a little bit too excited and squeezed it too hard and pulled on it. So, glue that back on. And then possibly going to glue this right here. Oh. Just stuff that don't make sense, you guys, make it make sense. Just throw it in there. Just make it cute. Make it happy. Make it wonderful. Just make it work however you deem it should. However you deem, whatever makes you happiest, just put it in there. Just do it that way. Just do it. I'm going to pull the tendril out some because I'm going to bend it. And I'm going to put my other flower like really close to that one. And then I'll bend that back. Okay? So that's how we're going to do that. Loading her up with some glue. Popping. Okay, no. I got scared for a second. I thought I was about to stick my thumb in it. And that stuff just came out of the glue gun. So I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I'm a little antsy because I'm a little excited. So now that that's it back in, I'm going to kind of push that back together and kind of let it go out like this. I like the craziness. You can, and obviously if this is a gift and, you know, artist interpretation is what it is. If someone wants to move it, they're going to take it. They're going to move them all these things around. And I like it kind of going a little crazy. I'm saying I can't bend it some more and just make it curl down and then back up again. No, I don't want that there. This one kind of needs to come out from over here on this side because I'm going to put our bow. I'm just going to put our little cute little, I don't even know what to call it. Just a little hand tie bow. Not even a crazy involved one. And I just tucked that right back there in behind that. All I did is tuck that girl right in there like that. And there we go. This little piece that I found on something, there's that glue still wet down in there. I thought it was. Where'd it go? Nope, it's not. So, I'm going to add a little piece of glue here to the end of it. Bloop. See that glue piece right there? And we're just going to pop her right back down in behind here. And again, these are like little details. You know, the devil's in the details, right? Or whatever they say. It's just, I don't know. No, you know what? Take that back. I didn't say the devil. This is happy. This is happiness. This isn't horribleness. So this is just awesome is what this is. This makes me happy. So we will say, I don't know, but just insert whatever makes you happy here because right now, you guys, I'm just over the moon. Excited. I'm going to put another one of those leaves maybe coming up like this. I don't want to cover too much of the stem, but at the same time, I need to cover that piece down at the bottom. Yeah, see, I need to cover the red piece that's still sticking out there at the bottom. You can see the red cardboard in there. So I'm going to glue that one down like that. And where's my spatula? Get that one down in there. Just mess around with it, guys. Have some ideas. Play around with things that make you happy the most. I'll put that one kind of close by. I'll put that one in here. I want that in here, but I need to make a bow. And I'll probably put another little tiny pine cone somewhere in here. These little pine cones from Dollar Tree are just awesome. So in any event, let me just make this little bow before I forget and it doesn't make it in. So I'm just going to take a piece of ribbon. And I've already got it cut at a diagonal on one end. I'm not going to dovetail it. I don't like to dovetail stuff so tiny, but you can if you want. So I'm just going to make a loop and wrap it around as though I'm going to tie a bow, like just like that. A loose little hand-tied bow, or like you're tying your shoes. You see how that works? And then you kind of just advance it out or advance it back. And then once you find your happiness in the loops, this loop's a little bit smaller. Let's make this one bigger. Then tighten her up. Not like that. Look at that. So that's just me tying that by hand, finding the two parts that are going to be the tighteners. And then look how cute that little farmhouse stripe is. And I'm going to make this one just a little bit longer. I don't know why I'm using that. I should be using the ribbon scissors. And hopefully we got a good one. So then we got a cute little bow that's like that. That's just going to lay right on the side of her. And again, every angle of this would be like your focal point. Every angle of this could be your, you know, every angle of this could be your front. It depends on what you want to look at and how you want to look at it. So my idea is to just kind of, in fact, I might move this around more this way, pull this wire more this way. Look at that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull my tendril over this way. So it's going to be a little bit shorter over here. So I have it wrapped around this whole thing, actually. I'm going to put my bow right over here. Because I want to put my pine cone. Where did the little baby pine cone go? Did I stick it back in here? I'm going to put another pine cone right here. I'm going to put my bow right there. Never mind. See, things just start to fall in place, and they just, you know, it just makes you happy. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my pine cone right there, and then I'm going to just stick my bow next to it. I love where I place the tendrils. It changes. The whole thing changes as you make it. And I'm talking a lot, and I'm talking fast, and I'm out of breath because I'm so happy. This is the cutest dang thing ever. And obviously, I mean, a lot of these supplies I had, and they were going to be trash. I mean, the cans were going to go in recycling, and the cardboard and the burlap were pieces that normally you would have thrown away. All these other little pieces, when you buy these, honestly, do you use them all? Other than for like vase filler or candle holder filler, these little things are just awesome. And these cute little burlap flowers, I think they just kind of make the whole piece. I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little dab of glue right here on the back of the tied part of our bow. And you know, you guys, I'm going to be putting something in the front of it too. And I'm just going to squish her in there. Get that bow. Make it crooked, make it weird, make it sloppy, make it not. Whatever suits your fancy, whatever makes you happy, do that. This right now is seriously giving me some happiness. I mean, this, I can't help it, you guys. I'm so happy. Sorry, I'm like really nerding out or something. It happens. It happens a lot. I want to add a little bit more of this boxwood, so I'm actually going to take the piece here and I'm going to cut it right, I'm going to cut it off right here at this piece, because do you see this piece alone right here? That's like the perfect size. I don't want this whole thing in there. You see that? I need something even smaller. Did you hear that? Zoe. I got my little baby girl over here. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, you can't see them. Like right over here in the doggy bed, I got my little wiener dog, Zoe. And she burped. That's not very ladylike, Zoopy. People are going to think I did it. And I'm not blaming the dog, I swear. So I don't even know if y'all heard it, but whatever. Okay, no, I don't want to put that up there. But do you see how, like, it's the perfect size now? So don't be afraid to cut stuff apart. Because even then, I can probably take this and find a way to stick it in there. Or save it for another project. Because that's how we do it. Yeah, look at, see, now look how perfect this goes. On this side, I wanted to put my bow here, but I'm not. But look, I'm going to pop that one right under there. And it's like the perfect amount of coverage right next to this. Isn't this just the cutest thing? I'm over the moon. Sorry, guys. Most y'all know me, and I love the fact that I have so many of you guys that I look for your names. I see your names, and I just already know that everyone's going to be so happy, and y'all are just going to know exactly where I'm coming from, and it just feels good. So again, thank you guys for just being you. Thank you guys for being you and being with me. I can't explain to you how much fun this has just gotten for me recently that I can't help it. It's one of those things that it just makes a difference. It is somewhere someone is happy because you're here. And that includes everyone. It includes me. That includes you, because you guys don't understand just how happy I am that all of you are here with me. So no matter what you feel, just remember someone is always happy that you're here. Even if you're not able to tell them directly, or you know that they're not able to see it or know it, just know that somebody's always happy you're there, okay? You guys do me that favor and just know that someone is happy. And I'm talking about me, of course. I'm happy that y'all are here. I got these little tiny ones I cut up here. Oh, sorry, happiness. And sometimes, you know, this is just about making little crazy, one-of-a-kind items. Now, see, this is the end piece of this. It comes off, and it's like a little tri-piece. And I wanted to stick it in there like that, but it just wasn't finding a home for me. So you guys watched me just now when I was doing my little jibber jabber. I cut all these little leaves off, so I have these little tiny leaves here. And they fit perfectly right here between these burlap flowers coming off the top of this stem. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Sorry, I'm not going to start singing because that's really bad. Yeah, my husband gets to bear the brunt of that every time I'm doing something. If I'm working or cleaning or making things or I'm not recording, I will sit here and sing and change the lyrics to songs and just say the most weird things, yeah. It is a burden he must bear. I mean, he's a good sport, so... Good sport. Good job, Kurt. So, I got one more piece. I am determined to find her a home. I just don't want to overload it on one side than the other. And I don't want to put it under the bow. I like the bow the way the bow is. It's tucked in there. You can still see my stem really well. And maybe I'll just double it up over here some. Let's just see. Is that too much boxwood on one side? Let's see. Let's take a risk. The whole entire piece, the whole bush was $1. So, I mean, I'm not even really ruining 10 cents worth of it, maybe. I don't know. Let's just cut these little pieces off. Make them even tinier. Yep. That's all I had to do. Make them a little tinier. And they shall now find their new homes. Little accents that are making me so happy right now. I can't, you guys. I just can't. I gotta make sure I don't, like, overdo it with the glue. Because that is a possibility, and y'all know it. I'm gonna use this little dotty tool here to push her on that. Okay, look. I cut them off literally. So this was one piece out of 6 or 7 on the actual little bush stem. And then I cut this piece off and cut that apart into 2 smaller pieces, and then even cut those down into these little tiny pieces. And look how perfect they are in that size. It's just like the perfect little, it's like a little baby arrangement. It's a little baby arrangement. It just makes me so happy. Yeah, and see, now I'm happy because I'm going to put this right here in the bow. I wanted something to kind of break up the white, or just to break up the heart in the bow. And it's perfect right there. So I'm sorry you guys can't see very well. I'm trying to work down into the project more. Yeah, just my happy place. Put a little dab of glue on there, not too much, because I got to put the bow back around it. Perfect. Perfect. And where's my last one over here? Jeez. You guys, I'm so happy I did this. I was going to, like, scrap it because I was like, you know, these are tin cans. They're not going to look like pumpkins. And I got glue on my table, but whatever, that's it is what it is. I just can't believe I was almost not going to do this because I was worried that it was going to look stupid. And, oh, man, this is just one. But look, there she's done. So there's that side. There's our cute little burlapfabric.com flowers, our burlap flowers, our crazy stem we made. Jeez, look how cute that is. I'm so happy. Yep, I'm so happy. Okay, so now, you guys thought that was bad. Just now wait till you hear all the squealing and excitement for the orange one. Now, the orange one is smaller, so I have less room. So it shouldn't take us as long, right, guys? Because it's smaller, right? Right? Can everyone simultaneously say, I doubt it, Whitney? Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So, let me push this stuff out of the way. That's all my green stuff here. So, I brought out the Dollar Tree crochet ribbon, lace ribbon. So it's the Dollar Tree lace ribbon. I got a little bit left there. We're going to use this beautiful little burlap flower on the top of her. Remember, guys, 12 of them, and they come in the best color. Well, then I got a fall color set, but I mean, there's a bright rainbowy one. There's all kinds of colors in there. And then I've got some other flowers I'm going to use in another project. They're about this big. They're beautiful, you guys. They're absolutely beautiful. So for this one, our tendrils are going to be orange. Now, I got this from craftoutlet.com, and I don't remember. Oh, I paid $2.50. So this is a lot longer. This is a lot longer of a pitberry garland. But again, if you end up working it out, what you get from Dollar Tree is a better deal per se. But if they don't have a color that you want, they don't have a color you want. You just have to get a different color. So same thing I'm going to do again. I'm going to make my tendril first. So, have to have tendrils. And you know what, guys, would be really cute is they also make coated wire. There's wrapped wire for floral wire. There's bigger ones. If you could do like a coffee can, like maybe you do a coffee can size in the middle and then do a bunch of little ones in. And then with those little tiny cans, you guys, you can get tomato paste in them. Or the little tiny, like out here we get Ortego chilies, different brands of those little Ortego chili cans. All kinds of cans. I think I should do that too. I could just do a big old can, pumpkin can, like, oh my god, I have the ideas, like I have the time, because I have a lot of stuff I want to make for you guys. I got a lot of videos I need to get out, because the holiday will only be here, and I don't know if you guys are going to want to watch these videos all into January and February, so I got to get my stuff together. But just imagine a coffee can on that. You could use a bigger, thicker gauged wire, or you could even use floral wire. They have all, Michaels right now has so many colored wires. You don't have to use pip berries. I just like pip berries a lot. I like them a lot. So I'm just wrapping this one around the glue stick. And if you want them tighter, just use a pencil or a pen or something smaller. This is just like the perfect thing because it just literally slides right out. So I got a perfect little tendril right there. And let's cut her right here like that. And see, look, these little pieces fell out. You know I'm going to stick them on the top of that. That's what I'm saying, like, that little piece that I stuck right here that you really can't tell, that it came off of a long, they're like long white pieces of, they're like more like a paper type craft, like a paper type flower from Hobby Lobby that I put into the first Dollar Tree candy cane swag I made. And I know exactly what they're coming from. And I was like, oh, that's on the floor, so I'll put that, okay, it fell out of it, or it fell off when I was cutting it, or who knows. So I picked that up off the floor, literally. I just picked that off the floor before I started recording. I was like, She now has a new home. So now I'm going to take this in the middle and I'm going to flatten it out like I did before. So our little perfect tendril guy here. And I'm going to pick it. Now it looks like I stuck this over to one side more than the other, which is good because I need that room for my flower, I think. Yes, I do. So I'm going to kind of squish my flower a little bit. Oh, look at that. I mean, even that alone, if you want to do, if you don't want to do something so busy, because, you know, I kind of have, yeah, you guys, I can't even do a pumpkin can without stuffing it full of stuff. But, like, if you want to just do simple stuff, more of a clean minimalist, which is not in my cards, you could do that, put some jute, like a little bit of jute paper cording or something around here, and you're done. And you still got your cute little pumpkin feel. It's very rustic. It's very, you know, farmhousey rustic. I love this. I love this. I love this. And I was so worried that it was going to look... I'm just happy. I'm just so happy. But you know me. I can't do that. So let's see how we're going to run this. Let me put this here in case my glue drips. And let me see how I'm going to wrap this around here. Like I'll do a tendril here, maybe. Yeah, looks good to me. So, put a line of glue here and on the bottom of it. Stick my pipberry stem into it down there. You got a lot of leeway too, so once the glue dries, you can tug on this and actually put, you know, bend the wires any way you want. So it's not like it's a permanent, you know, I mean, it is a permanent. It's not like it's a temporary thing. Just wait for that to give it a little bit of time to dry. All right, so I definitely want to get my flour into my widest point on the top of my can. Okay, so there's our tendrils, and then we have a real pretty decent amount of space right here to fit this flour because I don't want to take it apart. Remember, I took one layer off of this pink one over here just to make it a little bit different size for this one because the two together, I wanted it. It's the color. Isn't the color perfect for that green pumpkin? And I don't even care if it doesn't look like a pumpkin, you guys. I just love it. It's a can. I don't care. I love it. What do you guys think? Does it look like a pumpkin? Now I'm like second guessing myself, you guys. The stem itself, I mean, if you lose this as your front, does that look like a pumpkin? Am I pumpkin in it? I gotta take pictures with my studio lights out in the garage. But we will prevail. We will make this look like a punky. In my mind, I guess, sort of, kind of. I also want to shoot some glue down in the middle of this, just for a little bit of added extra happiness. And plop that on there just like that. Man, you guys, I am so happy I did this. Tell me what you think. I know there's a lot of you out there who are with me on the pumpkin obsession. For the longest time, as I love pumpkin. I've loved pumpkin, so I can't remember. Now it's like people like, oh, but you're not a big Halloween person. I'm not a big Halloween person. I'm a huge fall person, but I'm not a big Halloween person. But that doesn't mean, like, when I was little, we would carve pumpkins and we would do the pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds. I like pine nuts too. Now I'm just talking and just completely rambling, you guys. This has made me so excited. Hold on, I need some water. Excuse me. This has made me so excited. All right, so we got a little crazy pigtail situation going on, but we won't. It's not going to stay that way, so no worries, okay? Don't worry. Don't worry. Get a little pine cone. I'm going to do one big pine cone, possibly. Put that one on this side. Now, the other thing I was telling you guys earlier, remember this stuff? There's my extra pieces of pitberry that fell off from the other part of the garland. Now, this right here is my little clothespin that I keep in my, when I put all my fall stuff away. These are like little pieces of leaves that have fallen off of other projects, or they're just extras, or they've just fallen off of other stems or picks or bushes. So this is just, again, all these are extras that normally either would make it into the trash or they just get lost. I don't lose that much stuff. I mean, I'm not going to don't put that down on paper, okay? I do lose stuff, trust me. But I wanted to use an orange ribbon. I wanted this to be more classic fall. So I wanted to scream, I'm a pumpkin! Or I'm, you know, fall. Whatever. So I don't think I want to use this brownish yellow. Actually, I'm going to use them both. Yeah, because I can't say no. Maybe, no, I just one. Yeah, see, that's not the right color. Together, they're not bad, because it has a bright pop of yellow there. But definitely using this reddish orange one here. So I'll possibly use both of them. So I'm going to put that back in my stash. And that's exactly how I pop that in my little storage tub. I just throw it in there just like that. And then for the next year, they're there. Whether I put it on the table for a decoration or I put it into another project, that's how that stays. So our major pieces are here. We got our burlap our burlap flower on already. I got my lace ribbon. And then what I'm going to do here is, if you guys remember, this was paper mesh from my last video I just did. It was the Dollar Tree fall swag made out of candy cane wreaths forms. Interesting. Sorry guys, my phone decided to die on me, and that doesn't even tell me who that is. Okay guys, sorry about that. Probably a little dip right there in the camera. So, we're finishing up our precious little girl here because I love her. And I definitely want my, I want. I'm going to put that there just because I like it there. So, I'm just so excited. This is all looking so cute. Committing to placement and just putting it in. I don't have any like crazy amounts of anything showing that's, you know, you could say is ugly or kind of not good. This one doesn't have to necessarily be, yeah, look, things just start to come together. Look at that. I'm going to place those two there. I'm going to glue them together first. And I'm just going to place glue right here under all this good stuff here. Put those leaves down in there like that. Squish it in there. Use something else, whether it's scissors or a dowel or, excuse me. I like to keep these little pieces of things I've used in the past, or, you know, little extras. That's exactly perfectly what they're good for if you don't have like a little silicone spatula or whatever. And then when they get all gummy or glued up, just chuck them. But there's a great way to usually save all that stuff. My little pip things. My little remnants. I'm going to save those real quick. But I want to use the lace ribbon. But then also, if you guys remember these from my last video, this was part of the paper mesh that was just unraveling like crazy, and it was driving me up the wall, and I couldn't help myself from taking it and pulling it out. So I saved it because I see potential in that. I'm going to take a few strands of this, okay? So that's really all I'm going to use because I think that's thick enough, okay? So save the rest of that. I'm going to try to make them as even as I can on one side so that they're not too crazy. I mean, we're going to be doing a bunch of cutting, but I'm going to make this into a bow. I'm going to bow this up and put it behind my ribbon, my lace ribbon stuff here. And we're going to make this girl pretty. Just kind of pull it through your fingers and then pull it again. And then I got another piece over here. Pull that again. And another little piece here. Pull that again. Now we can make it as uneven as we want. So what I want to do for the purpose of making my bow is I'm going to twist it a little bit. I'm going to do it the same way that I did our little farmhouse bow. So I'm going to take it and make a loop, twist it around my fingers, like I'm going to tie my shoes, and then push that loop right through there. So just pretend you're tying a bow on your shoes even though your shoes aren't there. I had to concentrate on that for a second, guys. It wasn't working the way I wanted it to. There we go. And then just pull it. I've done this with raffia a lot. You think I would be able to remember. This might be a little bit too big, so I'm going to kind of just try to advance this in more. And I'm just doing it by holding the middle piece here and pulling on the tail just to make my little loops a little bit smaller. Look how cute that turned out. So we got a cute little bow. Also, the middle piece here got a little messed up. If you can kind of see that right there, there's like an extra little piece that kind of got stuck in the middle. But we're going to be doing one of these girls over top of it the same way. Pull your loop through. I see that one went way easier for me. Oh, that's all I have left. That's cool. What we'll do is, obviously none of this stuff is wired, so it's all kind of floppy, but it's gonna kind of lay in just the right way. And I'm probably gonna leave these tails pretty long because this is all I have left of this, and I want it to be cute and focal, so I'm gonna leave it long and just leave it that way. Leave them long and just kind of taper them off. So we'll pull these tighter here, and that's my idea, to put that one on top of that, and then put that on top of the can, just like that. She's so cute. So we're going to tuck it underneath our stem right here too. That's where we're going to be putting everything. So first I'm going to put our bow here. I'm going to put glue on the back of our paper mesh remnant stringy pieces and pop that down right there in the center. Well, not center, but the center of what's left here. Can you see under there? That's how we're putting that one in. So just kind of holding it right here like this. And we'll cut all this in a second. And then here's the back of our crochet lace, whatever you want to call it, from our Dollar Tree ribbon lace bow. And glue that literally right on top of the center of that other bow. Look how cute that is. Okay, so here's where we're just going to kind of cut things at different lengths and just see how it works. I still need it to hang a little bit. I mean, over here might be a bit of a problem because of the way the leaf is. But let me see if I can actually, I'm going to hold this down with my finger and kind of see if I can curl it like you would curling ribbon. I'm just using my finger, my fingernail actually. I'm just going to put some little heat onto it, see if it does like regular curling ribbon would. It's paper. Yeah, that doesn't look bad, does it, guys? I like it. So then I'm going to cut diagonal in that ribbon there. I'm going to cut this the opposite way there. So I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter. I like my tails to be different lengths. I don't like them to be identical. So cut that one a little bit shorter. That's what we're doing there. And these cute little pip berries that fell off. I got my last idea here. Let me find a really tiny one in here. I know they exist in here. This little bucket's just cute. Just super cute. There's a little tiny one. I don't want to cover the bow up too much, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to glue the pip berries down, and I'm going to put a dab of glue there, and I'm just going to lay it on here at first because now I'm concerned that it might be a little bit too much. So let's just see if we can just lay them here. That's the idea. Yeah, look at that. That's the idea, and that's working out just great. So I'm going to pick that up, and I'm just going to put a blob of glue right here. So the glue is on top of my ribbon tails and then on top of the pip berry strings, and I'm sticking that little tiny pine cone right down on top of it. Look at that, guys. This turned out so stinking cute. I'm so happy. That's it, guys. Tell me what you think. The paper mesh, I'm just happy these things all worked out. And also I'm super excited that burlapfabric.com sent me these beautiful burlap roses, or not roses, they're just flowers. It says burlap flowers. They're just really good, thick quality. They're stiff also. They have a good texture to them. So again, the link to them will be in my description for this particular product. And then I have a couple other items I'm going to be making in the future video for. I got a couple other things that you guys are going to love that they sent me as well. Very, very great. Good item here, guys. Good item here. I've bought some stuff from them before in the past, so I already knew that they had some good stuff, so I'm just messing with this here. But what do you think? You think we got some punkies here? You think we got some little tin can punkies? So I'll take some pictures, guys. You guys will see them at the end here. And then let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys have any ideas, if you guys make anything like this, feel free to send them to me on Instagram. That's the best place to get a hold of me. But again, this is like, it just turned out so perfect. I couldn't be happier. I don't want to add any more to it. I kind of like the way it turned out, and I don't want to overdo this one. But this one, I couldn't help it. This green stuff, I think it's my thing at the moment. So you guys tell me if you have other ideas for stems or other products that you've used to make stems, other little remnants and pieces you would throw away. Put that down in the comments. Everybody, we all read it. We all learn from each other, and I love seeing that stuff. So once again, guys, thank you all so much for being here with me. Thank you for spending the time with me. Take a look at my channel. Make sure you comment and subscribe. I have an Amazon shop also. I will have linked in my description and in the comments below. I'm an Amazon associate, so every little piece of that does help. I get a small commission from any qualifying purchase that helps me maintain my channel and helps me keep doing this stuff for you guys, because I'm loving it. I'm having a ball. And I'm glad you guys are here with me. And once again, I thank you guys so much, and you mean more to me than you guys could possibly know. So take care, happy crafting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.